Alright guys, I'm in my workshop here working on the latest whirligig that I'm putting together, and I thought it'd be cool to do a three-part series on this particular whirligig because it is very special, unusual. It tells a story, and if you guys can look closely at the figures, I'm sure you can figure it out just with the props that you see. Alright, we got two, it's going to be two Civil War soldiers here. Alright, we're going to have one from the north playing the banjo, and we're going to have one from the south playing the fiddle. The concept of the whole story here is that they come together, they put their weapons down, see the guns there, the ammo pouches, they put their guns down, pick up their instruments, and they have a peaceful reunion, joyful moment, playing some music. And so that's the concept behind the whole story of this whirligig. And we try to put the props in there to tell the story. You know, gun for each of the soldiers, the ammo pouches. There's a canteen on the ground behind each of them. These are just simple props. I always try to come up with some props to put in there. You know, any suggestions you might have for props, by all means. I'm open to anything. Alright? And, you know, I like people to look at the whirligig and see the story. Alright? And what's going to happen with this one here, alright? Now bear in mind, this is in the roughest of forms. Okay? These figures were just cut out today and assembled very roughly. Mounted on the platform, and we're trying to get the idea together here. Okay, so it's going to be a double cam action off of the propeller, and I'm going to use a propeller that's going to spin very fast, so we're going to have some rather quick action here with these two fellas. Now this guy here, the northern soldier, okay, his leg is up on the barrel because he's injured. He's going to be an injured soldier. He's going to have a white cast on that leg, and it's going to have some blood on it, so it's going to look pretty cool. It's going to tell the story. You look at it, you're going to know right away. He's an injured soldier. Okay? And he's the banjo player. When that wind blows, he's going to be playing that banjo like crazy. His arm's going to be going up and down, playing that banjo like crazy. Alright? This fella here, I modeled after a southern, kind of a mountain man type southern soldier. Alright? And he's a fiddle player. Alright, when that wind blows, he's going to be, his arms going to be going up and down like crazy. He's going to be playing that fiddle. Okay? So that's the concept. That's what you're going to see. And I'll try to swing around the other side here. Show you what the other side is going to look like. Okay, again, the fiddle player is going to be working that bow on that fiddle, playing that fiddle. Okay? And another close-up here of the props. Get an idea what we got. Okay, I was thinking about putting the dog in there, laying down there with him, but thought it might be a little bit much. I don't know yet. I might still do it. I'm open to ideas, guys. This is just part one. Very, very rough. First draft, so to speak. This is like someone that does paintings. This would be like a sketch. Okay, this is just a sketch. Putting it together, getting the idea in my head. And then we'll try to make it to come together and work. Alright, but you can picture when that wind's blowing and those two guys are going crazy, playing the banjo and the fiddle. I think it's going to look pretty darn cool. Dressed in the gray and the blue. And it's going to be a good little story telling whirligig here. Alright? And any ideas you might have about music, I'm going to need some background music to go with this when it's finished. Alright, some nice bluegrass music, obviously playing the fiddle and the banjo. Originally I thought of Amazing Grace, but then I'm thinking I want something a little faster. You know, not quite dueling banjos, but you know, a classic southern song or classic bluegrass song. Not necessarily a southern song, because the do have the north and the south represented here. So, alright guys, give it some thought. Tell me what you think. This is part one. Part two we'll have it with the propeller mounted, working. And then part three will be it all painted up, everything in place, and ready to go. Alright guys, appreciate you watching, and look forward to hearing your comments. Welcome, Dano.